How many of you out there actually feel like smashing that person's face who keeps talking negative about you? Thank you. Hands down, please. How many of you out there feel when in a group somebody is talking negative about you, you feel ashamed and you feel, not good about yourself? Thank you so much. How many of you actually, even after despite having committed any mistake, any wrong, you do not like somebody mentioning that wrong to everybody else? Thank you. And I'm sure there are so many of you out there, when something wrong of yours was discussed within your family or in your office, you felt like, I will do it again, so what? Thank you so much for your honesty. Well, my name is Rajendra Jain, a leadership coach, expert on communication, and today in the series of the don'ts of leadership, things which does not create leaders or which pulls down leaders, we are going to discuss about this wonderful topic. Sad but fact, but a very big reality is speaking negative about a person in a group. Let me tell you, leaders are born out of high self-image. People who believe in themselves, people who have high regard of themselves, and of course with stuff inside them, and that is what goes on to create leaders. I have often come across people, this set of people, their job is to keep poking their nose and perhaps come out with things which people don't like. And let me tell you, sad part is, this role is many times played by parents, played by teachers, played by people in authority, played by bosses. And that is when, what I'm saying is, these people are not wrong, but what they are doing in the process is they are killing the leaders, in the possible leaders in these people. And that is when I come across to you and I'll share this beautiful incident which happens, in fact which keeps happening to me, where families come to us to discuss about people, their children, and in front of us, in front of those 2-3 people, the parents start, Raju bhai, you know what, I am this, but she or he is not behaving in a proper fashion. Everything is fine, but this thing is very bad. If only they change, and they come out with list of 20. And what I realize is, there is so much of expectations. What I realize is, they keep talking, but in reality, it is actually they are killing the zeal of the person by revealing lot of things which is not supposed to be revealed. I'll tell you why. What happens? In your organization, somebody may not be up to the mark. So it becomes the responsibility of the organization to help the person come up the mark. Now what happens often when a mistake is committed, the person is reprimanded in front of the entire staff and colleagues. Friends, let me tell you, self-image, self-respect is something which everybody wants to have it intact. But when you're reprimanding a person in front of everybody, what happens is the person's self-image gets dented. Let me tell you, a person acts so many times out of fear. Performance, one of the reasons for performance is fear of what will people tell you. And let me tell you, that fear sometimes is good. But what happens is, when such people are humiliated, are made fun of in a group, in a public, where that fear of those people actually wanes out, actually goes out, and then these people have nothing to lose. Do you agree with me? Absolutely. And these people have nothing to lose, and that is when they become a shade, what we call as shamelessness creeps in. And these people have nothing to lose, and that is why they start behaving in a fashion which they do not want to rectify what they have done, because rectification requires efforts. But already they have lost what they were supposed to hold on to, and that is why they do not behave in terms of correcting themselves. Point number 2 within this. Now what happens is the relationship between people cuts off. It takes a different turn. It takes an ugly turn. And let me tell you, whether it is a child, whether it is students, whether it is an employee in the organization, the one you report into, the one seniors, the one elders, what we call as elders, are always looked up to, because the seniors, the heads of the HOD, the teachers, they are looked up to for the simple reason that they know more. For the simple reason that they are experts, for the simple reason that you are expecting, these people are expecting guidelines, these people are expecting some kind of an help. But when that help does not come, what happens is that looking up to turns into saying that these are one set of wrong people, and that is when the cut off, the communication gets cuts off, and the moment they see such people, they start, that averseness, that going away, moving away from kind of a stuff. And that is why, let me tell you, what is important is guiding such people, providing them help. Because one thing I'm sure of is, in this world, everybody wants to be successful. Right from a child to a person who is on his or her deathbed. People from every segment, every sphere of society, every level of hierarchy in an organization, everybody wants success. Yes, some people may require help. By you exposing the shortcomings of these people in front of the world, what you are doing is killing their excitement, killing their fear, a positive fear, and allowing them to be on their own, allowing them to get into the zone where they do not want to get help, where they go into a shell, and that is why they will not talk to you. And those same children who do not talk to the parents come to us in our program and they perform brilliantly. Those same employees who are rated, 4th or 5th in an organization's, assertion which happens in the end of the year. When they come here, their performance level is much higher. Their thought process is much higher. The problem is they are not being tapped the way they can give you results. And that is when we as a business people, we as teachers, we as parents need to bring in a little twist, need to bring in a little shift in the way we approach. And friends, let me tell you, whether you get a result or not, we as human beings do not have any right to degrade people in public. You want to give feedback? Call them into your cabin. Just ensure there is nobody around, and then reprimand them. Absolutely, I'm telling you, will get results. Well, this is all I have for today. This is Rajendra Jain signing off for today. Make sure you like the video, you share the video, and share your feelings and comments. If you have any questions, we'll be more than happy to take up those questions. Thank you so much. Love you.